Hi everyone, my name is Giancarlo Arias from Colombia, and we're just sharing ideas right here with the Shed magazine. I want to thank you guys for the opportunity, and yeah, don't forget watching.
Yes. What's up, guys? We are here at the Shit Podcast, and what I mean with this is that we are about to have a nice skate talk with such a nice skateboarder. He's from Bogota, Colombia. He is Giancarlos Arias, a very nice skateboarder, a legend in the Colombian skateboarding. What's up, Giancarlos? How is it going for you?
Hey, how's it going? I want to thank you guys first of all, of course, for having me today. Shed magazine, you guys rock.
Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
pretty nice. That was such a nice introduction. Kind of like, that was really good. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you for those vibes. Yeah, let's start with this. We are
Of
going to
course,
have a
man.
nice skate talk. Yeah, we want that you share your vision about
Perfect.
skateboarding. So let's start with this. Um, how many years ago did you start skating, man?
Dude, I started skating when I was like 15 and I'm 36 now. So that means I've been skating for 21 years. Yeah,
Okay,
so
uh,
far.
a long career, a long skate life career.
I
So
know, dude. Time flies, man. What can I say?
that's true. So has been a long journey for you. And maybe a lot of ups and downs,
Yeah,
or
definitely.
what do you think about that, about the
Of,
scale life in general?
yeah, of course. I mean, everything has ups and downs, especially, any type of career you get. I call this my career. I mean, I do have another career because that's my like work related, but this is also my career. I decided to make skateboarding my career, and that's why I've been doing it for too long. And of course, yeah, there's always ups and downs, just like you mentioned. When I first started, it was crazy, man. Like there were not in the city, so yeah, it was kind of like an odd, like not very common sport. It was not seen by probably the people itself. Like Colombian people. I was lucky enough to move to America for about 5 years. I mean,
Right.
not living for 5 years total. I was like go 6 months, come back. I did that for like so many years, and I was able to skate with like a lot of professional skateboarders.
That's great.
I guess that's one of the best experiences I have had.
All right, that's nice. So 5 years in America, just skating, just having the scale
Total.
life.
Honestly, I had to work. Working during the day, and probably like doing like little things around there. So, because like once you move to another country, you gotta work, man. You gotta pay rent. You gotta eat. You gotta pay the bills. But of course, like my main focus was to try to look for part-time jobs and stuff like that, so that I will have more time to be able to skate on my skateboard. I mean, to be able to be on my skateboard. So yeah.
Okay, so that's great. And are you planning to travel maybe to America again or to another country at this moment of your career?
Dude, I tried because like after some time my visa expired, and I had to ask for it again, and it was denied.
Oh, okay.
They did not give me any reason, man. So I kind of like I'm not really looking to move around. I'm currently happy here. I have my family. I have a great job, and I have a lot of friends and a lot of skating spots. So why changing the place where I live right now? Yeah,
For
it's not
sure.
on my options right now.
All right, all right. I like your vision. I like the way you do it. Okay, so let's talk about sponsors. How did you get your first sponsor, man, back in the days?
Yeah, that was unexpected. Like when I first started skating, there were not really like many companies like sponsoring here in Colombia. I mean, there was only
Okay.
one skate shop, which was on board.
Or-
They already had a team, and I think I was not good enough by that time. But like I told you, I was able to go to America, and I was just skating, dude. Skating. There was a skateboarding competition, and then I remember a friend telling me, like, "Dude, you're skating really good. Like, I think there's like a skate shop that is looking for a rider, and but they're just gonna choose based on how good you do on the contest."
Okay.
And to be honest, I'm not a contest guy. Like more like a street skater. So I just went there. I had a lot of fun, of course. I did not get any, like, I didn't get close to first place. But something really interesting and something that called their attention was that during the practices, I was just killing it. And then when it was time for me to skate for real, I was too nervous, because I was not, like I told you, I've never been a competition guy, so I get too nervous and my legs start shaking, and I just lose like my vision of the tricks that I'm trying to do.
It's
But they
difficult.
yeah. So they liked it, man. And then they were like, "Hey, you want to come around the skate shop and probably show around? We would like to talk to you." And I was like, "Sure." So I went there, and the guy was like, "Yo, get anything you want. Like, we just want to sponsor you. I think you have a bright future." And then I just didn't know what to get. I was like, "What should I get?" Like, I was like, "Okay, I got a skateboard," and I grabbed it. And I was like, "Yeah, that's it." And he was like, "No, no, no. Like, what about trucks? What about wheels?" And I mean, the guy
Oh,
gave me a wallet. He gave me hat, jackets, shirts, beanies. I mean, they gave me everything, dude. I guess I was lucky, dude. I've always been pretty lucky, I guess. Yeah, so that was like my first experience with a sponsor. I was like, "What? Everything for free?" I was like, "What's
and were
going on?"
you the first rider for this brand by that moment?
Um, they already had a team. They had like an Italian kid, and Pollo David Araujo, which is one of my
Okay.
favorite skaters from all time.
Okay. All right.
So they already had two. They were looking for an extra one, and yeah, and I was able to get into the team, dude. It was the name of the shop was Obsession Water Sports. Now, why water sports? Because it was in Florida, and just there's a huge market of surfers. So the guy had like a skateboarding session and of course like surfing session. So
Okay.
that's why the name was like not related to skateboarding, but it was huge. It was like one of the biggest skate shops that I've ever been to. It was huge, dude. Huge.
Nice, nice. I really believed you. And how much time? How was that experience of being
I
sponsored
think
by that brand?
yeah, it was crazy because like I remember like the the owner of the shop. He was like, "Okay, guys, we're getting the team. We're gonna start like going for exhibitions. And we're gonna start filming for a video part." Like honestly, that was like the first time I actually started filming for a video part. And that's when I realized how difficult it was to actually get a trick, because I was I
Yeah,
was I was already like skating really good, but like when you're actually filming for a video part, you're going a little bit over your limits, right? Because you want to show the best of you.
that's
So
true.
that's when I have my first encounter with yeah, dealing with stress, getting kicked out from places. It was a great experience, man. Like the guy took me to Tampa. He was just giving his best. I mean, he was a great guy. Reason why I lost the sponsor was because I was coming to Colombia and I was thinking about staying here, because I wanted to study and my mom was putting a little pressure on me. I was still young, so I was
Okay,
depending on my mom.
I understand that. So, talking about the brands and sponsors, what do you think is the most important of a sponsor? Maybe the team, maybe the love that the brand gives to you. What do you think is the most important of being part of a brand, of a team? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you need to feel comfortable with what you're getting. That's what I tell people. Like nowadays, you see crazy kids doing like crazy things, but they're not being treated as they deserve. Now, I understand that we're in Colombia, and Colombia has like we're still too far from from being treated as professional skateboarders. But I think, yeah, you have to feel satisfied with whatever you're getting, right? And of course the love, like there's gotta be, dude, I believe in energies. I'm an energy guy, and I think if there's not like a good vibe, among the skaters that you're riding with, and the brand itself, then there's nothing. That's how I see it. So I'll say, like, first of all, you gotta feel comfortable with yourself. You have to feel happy. You have to feel the brand, because that's how you show out there.
For sure, it's important that everybody's happy. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
dude. We all shared the same passion, which is skateboarding. So yeah, why not?
that's true. You were saying something interesting about the industry and the community in Colombia. So what do you think that we need in order to progress, in order to get the support that we deserve?
Right. Well, there are many things. I don't want to become like a critic here, because like I'm
No,
not doing
it's
anything for skateboarding
it's
right
just
now.
your
I'm
opinion.
just skating.
Yes, I
Right.
know.
But in my opinion, well, first of all, we have to stop, because like skateboarders themselves, they do not believe in the national industry. That's one of the biggest problems. So they do not support their local shops, their local brands. I don't want to go so far, but if you look at Brazil, Argentina, they have their own brands, so they don't
Yes.
have to use actually American stuff. I mean, I don't have anything against America, because I know American products are greater, maybe. But it has to start by the skaters. Like, you have to support your local stuff first. Like, if you expect those local brands to be able to support skaters and to be able to help them grow, with their skateboarding
Yeah.
career, we have to buy. We have to buy national stuff as well. I'm a big fan of buying like local stuff, dude. Like, there's, like, for example, Manuel. Well, I mean, I don't want to mention brands right now, but like so many brands, dude, that I've tried, and I'm like, wow, like I can't believe this is like local stuff. So I think that's one of them, and also that probably like some skaters don't really. I mean, they give themselves for whatever, man. Like just give me a discount and I'll ride for your shop. So that creates that kind of like easy stuff for the people that are trying to sponsor people, because a lot of skaters are just giving up themselves, like, oh, no, just give me I don't know, any discounts, or I don't know, whenever you want to give me something, I don't mind. I just want to ride for your brand. So if let's say you're trying to sponsor, and then you see people giving up, it's like so easy, then you're like, okay, whatever, then I guess I don't have to invest on this. you know and then they just treat it like really badly. So it's a little bit of both, like supporting brands, like national brands, and also like skateboarders just trying to, do not giving up so easy to the sponsors.
All right. And the brands have a responsibility in this? Do you think that they are supporting in the way we deserve?
um yeah, they play an important role, of course. But what happens here is that, we're in Colombia, with a third world country. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like really bad, but people here don't have enough income. They don't have enough money to invest. I'm talking about those skateboarders that want to create, industry.
Yes.
Like skaters average. We're not rich, man. We're poor people. We don't have a lot of money to invest. So if you don't have a lot of money to invest, it's hard for you to sell a lot. And therefore, it becomes really difficult for you to support in a really, like, probably the way the skateboarders deserve to be treated. So yeah,
Yes. Yes,
yeah,
I know what you mean. It's true. It's part of the skaters, it's part of the brands.
yeah, a little bit of both.
Yes, for sure. And talking about support, what do you think about the Olympics? Do you love the idea? Do you hate the idea? The next
No,
year.
dude, what? I mean, are we talking about the Olympics itself? Like the skateboarding became an Olympic sport?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little surprised, of course, because ever since I was a skater, skateboarding was actually never taken as a sport. So I think that we have made like great advancement on this kind of point. But of course, I saw a lot of people getting upset about it, like, oh, like we're not, we shouldn't be that. Like skateboarding is like totally different than any other sport. Dude, yeah, but I mean, we're talking about evolving here, evolution, man. Like you have to move on. Like things are always changing, and you have to change with it. Otherwise you will become a dinosaur.
For sure.
So, dude, probably, the only thing that I regret is that I'm old now. And of course, there's no chances for me to be part of it. Probably if that was like back in the days, I would have been so like motivated to actually take this like more seriously. I'm not saying that I didn't take it seriously, but I'm saying I would have just like that. Because now they get like a trainer, I mean, skateboarding has evolved in so many ways, dude, that I think skateboarding being an Olympic sport is really good. It's going to create skateboarders of competition, for example. That's what we're seeing nowadays, because we have skate parks, for example. We didn't have skate parks back in the day.
Yes, that's true.
So, dude, I'm pretty amazed. I think, yeah, I mean, I just hope that skateboarders, whoever gets the chance to be in the Colombian team, they just try to go for it. I think we can make a big difference. The skateboarding level nowadays is just crazy, dude. Like, not going so far. Look at you, man. Like, right now you're being an interviewer, but you're one of my favorite like skateboarders from Bogota.
Oh, that's nice. I feel so empowered.
No, dude. I like the way you skate. I like your content. I like that you're showing kids that having a positive attitude towards anything they do in life is, you're doing something positive for skateboarders, and I guess for other kind of audience, because I don't think you're only being watched by skateboarders. But that's what like as I get older, man, I appreciate this kind of stuff. So that's what I'm telling you. Like, you're one of the greatest skateboarders we have. You have one of the best styles. The way you do things are just different. So yeah, I don't want to get deeply into that because I know you're being the interviewer right now, but I'm just saying,
thank you.
And the content we're seeing on the social media is just going crazy. It's just pretty amazing.
For sure. And thank you. I really appreciate your words, and for sure you are a legend for skateboarding. And you know that you are like the pioneers of when skateboarding started to be getting popular back in the days.
So yes, absolutely. Yeah,
nice.
I was unconscious. I wasn't conscious about that, but now that it's been over 21 years, now I realized that we were like building something, and we probably were not so aware about that. But yeah, I've seen I've seen the big change, and I guess we actually helped a little in a certain way. So
of course.
It feels good. It feels good to be called a legend, like a living legend.
Yes, for sure. You're a legend, man. And talking about that, what is the legacy that you want to leave to the community? Are you aware of that, or maybe not? The legacy that you want for the incoming generations of skaters.
Dude, yeah, of course. Like I have gotten the chance to see all the new kids, like the try hard little kids that we have nowadays. Yeah, and some of them might ask me for advices. I always tell them, dude, have fun. Just have fun. Like, of course, like this is a kind of sport that you have to compete, but just try to compete with yourself. If you start competing against everybody, dude, you're gonna kill your brain too much to the point that you're just gonna become useless. So my legacy for skateboarders of the new generation might be to take this in like very serious if you really want to take it to a next level, but never forget that we skate because we love skateboarding, because it makes you happy. If you're not happy skating because you're going against everybody, then what's the point? You lose you lose the passion, and without passion, I think you're lost.
For sure, we cannot do anything without passion.
Right.
That's like the most important.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
true. So let's go for a couple advices, Janka. What is your advice to deal with the fear when it comes to go for the trick, to go for a handrail or a set of stairs? What is your own advice?
Right. Well, until now, I still fear every time I'm trying something. I'm always so. But what I try to do is I try to relax. I try to picture, what I'm trying to do on my head, like try to vision it just the way I want to feel it. And to not doubt on myself once I'm about to hit the tail. Because when you
Oh,
it, dude, then you're lost. Boom, you're gonna hit, and you're gonna hit it really hard. So that's what I tell kids. That's what I tell kids. Like, because they said, "Oh no, I'm scared about falling down." I'm like, yeah, you're always gonna be scared because you're always gonna be falling down. I still fall down, and I fall down really hard. So just try to be, sure of what you can do. Like, don't try to do things that there is like probably out of
okay. So don't lie to yourself.
yeah. Don't lie to yourself, and believe in yourself. If you believe you can do it, well, you'll make it come true. That's just how it works.
And what do you think is better? Maybe for a gap to start with ollie, then frontside 180, backside 180. If your goal is to do a frontside flip down the stairs, what is your strategy to
If you're
warm up?
My strategy, like warming up the spot, will be ollie first because that's the basic.
Yes. Okay.
After that, it will be a frontside ollie. Frontside ollie, so I can feel how it feels like turning into the gap. And then once I've done that, of course, you gotta keep with it. That's like a must. And after you've done those three, I guess you got it all, right? You got the frontside ollie, you got the kickflip, so you just gotta mix it together. And believe me,
right.
That's the way I'll do it. But nowadays, honestly, I've seen kids just going for a tree flip without even. So, yeah, I don't know what to expect anymore. That's what I'm telling you. But the way I'll manage, yeah, going for the basic, dude. You have to feel the spot first.
Okay.
And feel, like
the spot. And be patient with the trick. All right. I like that. Okay. So another advice about technique. How did you get out the tricks, slide tricks and manual tricks with a flip trick? You know what I mean? You are good with manual, then kickflip out, or nose manual, then kickflip out, or nose slide, heel flip out, heel flip big spin out. How is the technique? How can we learn that? The people who want to learn that. It's difficult. I can't figure that, man.
Well, dude, yeah, it's a little stressful, being a technique guy it takes a lot of, I'll say, it takes a lot of
practice,
effort, of course, but I think consistency, that's what I tell kids. The more you spend time on your board, the more comfortable you feel with it. So consistency, like for example, like the way I started doing a nose slide heel flip was because I started doing too many nose slides, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna shove it out, and then I was like, I'm gonna big spin it out, and then I had done those two. I was like, okay, now it's time for me to start flipping it. And of course, it took me like about a month. Nowadays kids don't take too long because I don't know, they're just
they
crazy.
Just have another ship. I know.
Exactly. So I had like an older PC version of it. So for me, it was like more like spending time on the trick, so you gotta picture it like I told you, picture it in your head like the way you would like to do it, and then just consistency, like give it like 1, 2, 3, up to 4 hours if possible, just that's just the way that tricks, like hard tricks, might become true.
Okay. I like that advice. I'm going to practice that. Smith kickflip out, man.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
All right. And more than the technique and the skills, what do you think is the best quality of a skater that you can say he or she is a good skater because of that? More than the skills and more than the technique.
Passion, dude. I'm sorry, I've been using passion the whole interview. But you have to be passionate on what you do, dude. Like, honestly, look, I've seen people that maybe are not gifted like some others, like some people are gifted, like they skate for a year and then they become too good. And I've seen people skating for maybe 10 years and maybe they're not so good, even though they're spending a lot of time on the board. So not so many people are gifted, to do everything at once. But I've seen a lot of people that have a lot of passion and that do not give up on whatever they're trying, and they achieve great stuff, dude. Like, I'm talking about great things. So I'll think passion can go. I mean, can get you really far on not even. I mean, not only on skateboarding, but on anything that you're doing. So you gotta love what you do, man.
Okay, that's true. We have to love that, and it's something that we express in the way we do the skate. No,
Just like
we
that.
can know how passionate a skater is because of the way he do it. He do it.
Right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah, that's true. What is your favorite skater in the world, man? Let's talk about references.
Dude, yeah, I'll keep it classic. Like, my number one skateboarder is always going to be Paul Rodriguez, dude. Until now, like, I don't think he's skating too much because he became a business guy, but
Yes.
still doing skateboarding. But he, thanks to him, I started like becoming so technique on all the
Yes,
tricks.
he's like the pioneer
And I
of
had the
the
chance.
technical skating. No.
Yeah, and I had the chance on my first Tampa amateur. I had the chance to skate with him, dude. I had him
Oh.
next to me, and I was shaking. And I remember my brother. He was like, "Hey, you speak Spanish, right?" And then he's like, "Oh, un poquito." And then we started like talking to him Spanish, and then he ended up talking Spanish. Dude, I was like, "Dude, he speaks Spanish." I was like, "What?"
Oh,
It was a great experience. So I was able to actually skate with him, and I really admire like everything that he's done for skateboarding. And then, yeah, of course, like there'll be some other skaters like Mark Appleyard. That would be my second one. And like skateboarders from nowadays, I would say Shane O'Neill. I just think he's just like a magician of skateboarding.
it's a robot,
He's
man.
like a magician. Yeah,
And
like
his
his
style.
feet is like, I don't know how he does everything he does. It's like a video game.
Yes, everything's good with him. I'm talking
Right.
about because Shane O'Neill has the difficulty and the style. What do you prefer, the style or the difficulty when it comes to skating? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to create controversy, but yeah.
I fucking like that, man.
Like, in my opinion, of course, like I always tell people, it's my opinion. Do not take it personal, okay? If you think
It's your opinion. Yeah. Every
difficulty,
skater is different.
it's what is your privilege, then you stay with the difficulty and just kill yourself against everything that you see. But in my opinion, and that's my saying, is like, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. I've seen
Yes.
crazy stuff, dude, but honestly, like, probably their style is not so good, so I don't like it. I don't like, it's not, for me, it's not enjoyable. Like, I don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy seeing like really good style, even if it's something smaller, man. But the way you see is like, so if you make things look easy and smooth, I think that's all that matters to me. Okay, once again, just to me.
And to me too. Don't worry, I'm with you.
Right.
Style
Yeah, we're on
matters,
the same
man.
page. Yes, style matter always, and that's why Shane O'Neill is like well known in the business, because he's got everything,
Yes, he has
which is not
everything.
very common.
For sure.
Yeah,
And
everything.
what is your favorite video part that you have made?
Oh, my favorite, dude. I usually love all my video parts because there's something different about all of them.
Yes.
But I will have to say that it will be Evolution 4, and reason why is because I think that's when I was like really strong. When I was really focused. Like I was just focused on skateboarding. I was lucky enough to be a professional. I mean, I was called a professional skateboarder by a company that sponsored me, Fun Shop, and they created skateboards with my name. So when I saw my name on a board, which I thought it was never going to happen, I was like, dude, I'm a professional skateboarder. I'm just gonna kill myself. I'm gonna go for it. It's the time. So that's when I did like nollie fronts, I board like a tasto. Like I did a lot of crazy stuff back then. I was just going for it. I was like,
Okay.
yeah, calling me a professional skateboarder. So Evolution 4, yeah, that will be my
And
first.
what was that year? The year
That-
of that video part?
2004.
All right, 16 years ago. So
2005, 2004, yeah. I felt really strong. I was really strong, dude. I used to do everything like 2 or 3 tries, like I wasn't really killing myself. Like, I mean, I knew like what I would do is I would practice all week what I wanted to do. Like, let's say I wanted to do nollie frontside board like catastro, so I would be doing nollie frontside board like everywhere. The
flat
whole,
bars, okay.
just yeah, everything that I would see, I would just nollie frontside board slide it. And then I was like, okay, is weekends coming? Then let's go for it. Like, I feel
All
I can
right.
do it. Yeah, and then I'll
So
get it.
so do you think it is good to plan the trick in our mind? So okay, in a week I'm going to go for that trick. It's like your way, yeah.
That's one of the modus operandi you can apply, of course. Like what I will do, of course, because I mean we didn't have smartphones, so I just had like a notebook, and I will be writing like nollie frontside board like catastro, and then I will be nollie heel flip, El Murillo, which is another skateboarding spot in Bogota, like really well known. So I'll be writing everything, like everything that I wanted to do. I was like, I will not come out with my video part unless I do all these tricks. So I'll be like
Oh,
marking like, okay, I did this one, I did this one, I did this one. And then when I was like completely like satisfied, I was be like, okay, let's just show this video part, and then
and
we'll
then
just
and did you complete all your goals, all that
no,
you put in your checklist?
yeah, no, sometimes you lose, man. Sometimes you drink too much, and sometimes your body just can't handle too much pain. Like I remember writing down frontside flip in 12 stairs, like the 12 of I forgot the
Torres?
name of Torres. Yes.
Yes. Oh, huge stairs.
Yeah, and I tried it like 3 times. Like the first time we got kicked out because there's always security guards. On
Sure.
the second one, I almost landed it, but I mean I didn't like turn all the 180 completely, so I just did like halfway. So
Okay, like a. Oh,
yeah. Then on the last one we were getting kicked out, so I kind of like pushed the security guard and then run to the like try to get the speed. So I was getting kicked out, and I was thinking about the security guard coming to hit me,
more
and
than the trick.
I threw the board and I landed like really bad, and I couldn't walk. So I remember like the security guard, like he's like, get out of here. Like he was really rude, like get the fuck out of here, guys. Like like I told you, you're not supposed to be skating. And I couldn't walk. Like I hurt my heels, like they were like, dude, I don't know, I just couldn't walk. And I was like, dude, I can't walk, I'm sorry. So we had to call like a taxi, and I couldn't skate for like 3 months. That was
Oh,
what like office like bails I had, bro, because that's too high, and I'm a little chubby, like I've always been like I'm not thin like you, like you're a thin kid, I'm not. So imagine, like the impact coming from 12 stairs, like going really fast, of course. Yeah, I hurt myself really bad, so I couldn't do that one, for example. That was one of them.
that is one. But you don't wasn't an injury for that moment, no? No, a serious injury, no?
It was serious because your heels, like you're always like stepping on your feet, so it hurt too much. So I had to stop like doing like crazy stuff for like 3 months. But yeah, it was like 2 weeks.
All right. And talking about bad moments and injuries, what is the worst that you have in your skill life?
I've had few. I don't know if I should probably mention when I broke my arm in Tampa Am. That
Oh,
was in. As you know, when there's like best trick, there's always too many people trying tricks on one specific spot. And
yeah.
I was too young, and I probably didn't have too much knowledge on competition. But my brother was really obsessed of me doing the trick down the rail. It was a kickflip backside lip slide, it was a big rail. And of course I had it, dude. I actually slid it a few times before I broke my my arm. But what happens is that there were too many people, right? And I remember my brother was like, "Come on, Lance said, like throw yourself, just go for it."
Let's go for it.
Remember, there was a kid, and I was thinking like he's gonna land the trick, and then whatever, I just go behind him and do it, because they were not giving me space to jump.
Yes.
So I remember I saw like jumping to the rail, and I stopped looking at him. I did the kickflip backside lip slide, When I was like getting into the handrail, I saw the board landing at the end of the rail. So when I saw the board, I was like, I got scared because I was gonna land on the board. So I
Yes.
got, and the handrail was too a little bit high, so I didn't want to get nutted, like my nuts in the rail, like ouch. So I closed my legs and I jumped from, like, I stepped on the rail, jumped backwards like this, going backwards, like without looking because I was going
Yes. I
right.
am. I am picturing it.
And then because I lost control, I was moving my hands like this, and I landed like this
Oh, the worst.
from it, and
And
then I just sat on my leg, like I sat
oh,
on my arm. So I heard the crack, like crack, and then I started screaming. And I remember everybody was talking to me in English, and I was in pain, and I was just speaking Spanish, like, hermano, my brother, my brother. You know, it took him so long to get where I was, and yeah, it was too painful. I had to wait for like 4 hours on pain because the ambulance wasn't coming. I mean, it was really bad, dude. That's one.
hard one. So, do you think was like your worst injury in your skate career? Maybe.
Dude, yeah, I broke my leg. I mean, I
Oh,
hit once and I forgot everything for one day. I woke up in a hospital, and
what?
yeah,
So you were unconscious after that bail?
yeah, I remember like I saw everything black, and then I woke up at a hospital. But my brother told me that I was saying like weird things, like I was not really, like
In
my head not thinking straight. But I don't remember anything about that. I remember going back home, that's for sure.
okay,
But yeah, so yeah, I tell people you gotta be careful with your head, man. That's like the most important part of our body.
for sure, for
Yeah,
sure. But after those bails, you never say like, "Oh, skateboarding is bad. I'm going to quit the skateboarding. I am
I was
getting
like,
sore."
yeah, my mom says I'm a masochist. She's like, Mom, I don't know, enjoy it. In a, like getting, like having fun, like with skateboarding. Of course, like half of the time is gonna be, painful, dude. So
Yes,
all mass, we all love this, man. Like you get hurt, and then I've seen you getting like going really hard on it and something, and then you scream back and stand up and just go for it after that. That's just how we do it. That's how we operate.
it's the scale life, and we choose this life, so doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. We
Yes,
chose. We might
yes,
as well deal with it.
yes, for sure. Deal with it. So, how do you see the skateboarding evolution? Making a comparison between nowadays and maybe the moment when you started skating in Colombia.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let's talk about quantity. It's like 30,000 times more skaters than when I started skating, of course.
All right, first difference.
A level, dude, like I said, every time I go skating, I will see like a new face just doing crazy things. So that's very impressive, dude. I think like our level is so good. Maybe people are not really focused, and they I don't know, they're young kids that just think that it's just going for tricks and that's it. Like they're not really thinking about other stuff. So that's a little bit of a problem, but I think we have evolved on, like I said, like industry. There's more brands, more places, like more skate parks. Like I told you, we didn't have any skate parks. So I think
True.
skateboarding has evolved in so many ways, in so many ways, in so many positive ways. So yeah, it's just amazing. Like
Is there something that you missed?
a lot of kids are just competing against everybody. Like I can even feel that, dude. Like I said, like
Yes.
I'm not competing against anybody anymore because I'm old. 36. I do skateboarding because that's the only thing that I learned how to make myself happy with. That's the only thing that makes me happy, actually. You know, so I'm not, but I still feel like a lot of pressure when I go to like, like open places, dude. So I remember when I started skating, it was just love, man. It was love. Like we were very united, you
All
know,
right.
because it was easier. I mean, you knew everybody, but nowadays it's like they don't know you, and they're like really like they want to confront you if you get on their way, and not criticizing. But I guess that's kind of the things that I miss, like that
That
brotherhood.
brotherhood. All right. that is a
Like,
little bit lost nowadays.
yeah, dude.
I
Like,
can
yeah,
feel that a lot of rivalry in the scene, in the community.
bro. And people hating on others because they do
Yes.
that is not just skateboarding. Like if you post something like if you want to be a YouTuber, then you're not a skateboarder because you're posting other stuff. Dude, we have to be tolerant. That's something that I learned through the years, I guess. You have to let people do what they love or whatever makes them happy. That's not going to interfere on who they really are. Like your sense, it will always remain the same, no matter if you like to be a YouTuber or you want to be a painter or a musician, or if
Or
you just
whatever
want
you want to be. Yeah.
to crash your balls at home. Yeah, no matter what you do, man, just you know let people do what they want. That's what I always tell people. So that's what I
Wise
mean.
words, man. I agree
Yeah, man.
with you. So, what is your advice to go through difficult situations like getting an injury?
Well, on general, like talking about injuries, you have to know that it's part of the game. Some people tell me like, "Why me?" I'm like, "Not you, bro. It happens to everybody." I've seen people coming, like getting off a bus station and then just breaking their legs coming from like getting off the bus.
Yes.
Happens. We got bones. We're humans. We're supposed to break certain things in life. It happens to anybody, especially if you're doing an extreme sport. So
Yes.
what I will do is I will be just thinking, of course, thinking about skateboarding all the time, just in my head all the time, thinking what I wanted to do after my injury was over.
All
And then
right.
dealing with hating, I just don't pay attention because, if they're hating on you, it's because you're doing something positive, man. Like I've seen it happening. Like they want to be you, but they can't. So their only option is to hate and try to get other people to hate you. But at the end, like they don't get other people to actually hate you because they're the haters, and not everybody listen to stupid people sometimes. So just let people talk, whether it's good or bad. I mean, that's just it happens to anybody, bro. Like let's say Michael Jordan, man, like he's a great legend, like one of the best basketball players from all time. People used to talk bad about him. Believe me, even the media, like the news, will be talking and making up stories. It happens, it's part of the game. Just do not listen to him. Don't take things personal, I guess, and do
Just do
you.
your stuff. All right. And
Yeah,
don't lose your essence. Just be yourself and don't pay attention.
exactly. That's the whole point.
Nice, man. Nice, man. Wise words. All right, Janka, the conversation is about to end. Thank you for all the knowledge that you are sharing right now and all the vibes that you are sharing right now. I feel really empowered to go skate right now. And I know that everybody that is hearing this, that is listening to this podcast, is
Hopefully,
empowered for what you are saying. You have such a nice vision for skateboarding, and we are glad of having you here in the Shit Podcast. So thank you for that. So I am
thank you
wondering
guys.
about why do you feel old for skateboarding? You were mentioning this in the shit in the podcast, but why is that? I,
Um,
I think that you are
because
young.
body, no, I try to keep myself young here. That's what I tell people. Age is just a number. But what makes me feel old is that I have knee problems, I have ankle problems, I have like my body is already destroyed, and that's probably one of the advices I should tell people is that you have to stretch before your activity and afterwards.
All right.
Healthier, like I've always eaten like crappy food because I'm a crappy food lover. I love pizza, man. But if you're a sport person, you got to take care of your body. You have to love your body, and you have to train your body. I didn't do any of this, Pipe. Like when I was young, there was no internet, there was nothing, no people telling you, guiding you. And I would just go for big stairs and killing my body. And nowadays my body's telling me like you didn't take care of
You have to pay
it.
for the
So
past.
I'm gonna continue skateboarding. I'm not telling you that just because I'm old I'm gonna stop skating. but I have to skate under pain. I'm always in pain, dude. Even though I take pills to be able to skate, I still, my knees start swelling after like an hour of exercise. So
And before popping the board, or with the impact,
no,
or
feel like some needles in my knee. Like it hurts, man. Like popping hurts. Like jumping, like flexing the knee hurts. Everything hurts. Yeah, so I'm not old, but my body has taken too much pain and too many falls already, and I didn't take care of it because I was maybe stupid or not well informed. So yeah, stretch, eat well, drink water, do those crazy shakes you do with banana. Yeah,
Look, yes, I love the healthy food.
you see,
It's good. But yeah,
talking.
let's take care of
Now we're
our body if we want to be immortals with our skateboard. Something like Ning Williams is doing. Yeah, but the conclusion is that you are not going to quit skateboarding, please, for the community.
no, dude. Even if I have to do skateboarding with a wheelchair, I'll try to do it with a wheelchair. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for that. I agree with that.
no
Until the
problem.
body says stop. All right.
There you go. Just
All
like
right.
that.
All right, Janka. Thank you for that. One last advice, or more than advice, one message that you want to leave to the skate community. What do you want to say?
Oh, yeah, that no matter what your goals are with skateboarding, don't forget that we're a family. We're sharing the same sport. We're sharing the same dreams, passion. So I think that no matter what your goals are with skateboarding, you want to be the best one. You want to be, I don't know, just different, whatever. Just respect and have fun. That will be my last advice, guys. Love, you know, pure love
Love.
and passion. You guys do in life, that will get you far. Believe me. You know.
Okay, let's do it in that way. Let's spread love through skating. That's
Of
what
course,
we
man.
need. All right.
Please.
All right, Janka. Thank you for accepting the invitation again. Thank you for being part of this, the Shit Podcast. I hope that we can skate in a near future, please. And yeah, that we can share these vibes.
Just being part of this is like what they're telling me to be part of this. I was like, definitely count with me. Like thanks for the, yeah, podcast. I mean, shit podcast. I mean, you guys are amazing. Thank you for having me. Um, yeah, I have no words to say, but I just feel blessed and lucky to have it, to being able to be part of this. So
No,
thank you so
you are a legend and you deserve this. You know that you deserve this. And thank you. Really,
much.
thank you.